I used to think I had more time. Or maybe the truth is, I had never really thought about time at all. I had never stopped to think about how precious the time in my life actually was. When I was younger, I imagined a different version of my life. By this age, I thought I would be stronger, healthier, and more confident. I thought I would have better habits. I thought I would wake up with energy and move through the day with a clear sense of direction. But that was not the life I was living. Just before turning 50, I looked in the mirror and felt a quiet kind of regret. I was not sick, but I did not feel strong. I was not old, but I did not feel young either. My body felt heavy. My shoulders looked tired. Stairs felt harder than they used to. Even simple things seemed to take more energy than before. I felt behind. It was not only about fitness. It was about the gap between the person I had imagined becoming and the person I saw in front of me. I kept thinking about all the years when I could have started earlier. If I had trained in my 30s, I would have been stronger by now. If I had taken better care of myself, I might not have felt so uncomfortable in my own body. If I had made different choices, maybe I would not have been standing there with so much regret. Those thoughts were painful because they felt partly true. I thought my life was off track. Off track means that something is not going in the direction it was supposed to go. A train can go off track. A plan can go off track. And for a while my life felt off track too. Then one day, I joined a gym. I wish I could say I walked in feeling confident, but I did not. I felt nervous. I felt embarrassed. I did not know how to use many of the machines. I lifted weights that looked almost too light to matter. Younger people around me seemed stronger, faster, and more comfortable. Part of me wanted to leave, but I stayed. I told myself that one bad workout did not prove anything. One weak set did not define me. One awkward beginning did not mean I had failed. So I made a small rule. I told myself that I did not have to do much, as long as I kept going every day. When life feels off track, it's easy to believe that only a huge change will matter. I used to think I needed a dramatic comeback, but the gym taught me something quieter. Change can begin with a small promise kept on an ordinary day. After a few weeks, I noticed small changes. I stood a little taller. I slept a little better. I felt a little more patient with myself. My body was not transformed, but I was starting to see myself differently. I still had regrets, but they no longer controlled the story. So if your life does not look the way you thought it would, I understand that feeling. I have lived inside that disappointment. I have looked back and wished I had started sooner. Starting late is still starting. Some people never start because they think they are already too late. But I started. Maybe some people quietly laughed at me. Maybe they wondered, what is he trying to do at his age? Does he really think he can keep going? But even if they did, I was still there. I was still showing up. And that mattered more than what anyone else thought. I was simply beginning again. And maybe the best part of my life can still begin after the years I thought I had wasted.